Making cake for the first time ever in my life, and it came out like this. To start, I cracked 2 eggs into a bowl and whisked using my electric hand mixer. Let's just say I got a bit more confident in my baking activities, so I decided to add more eggs to the mix. I whisked for everything to combine. After that, I added a half cup of sugar, a little at a time, and mixed until it was well combined. Next, I added 80 ml of melted butter and mix. I learned quickly that mixing is a crucial part of baking. After that, I sifted in 1½ cup of flour, 1½ teaspoon of baking powder, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I mixed everything together, making sure to combine all the ingredients evenly. So here I switched from using my electric hand mixer to using my manual hand mixer or hand whisk. You can use anyone. At this point, I was getting a bit tired of all the mixing, but I know it was necessary. I was also starting to get a bit anxious about how the cake would turn out. Next, I added half cup of milk little by little and mixed until the batter was smooth. Finally, I added 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract and gave it a final mix. After mixing, I greased my cookie pan with some oils since I don't have a baking pan. Then I transferred my cake mixture into the pan. Just as I was about to put the cake inside my air fryer, the power went out. But I didn't let that stop me. I improvised by heating up some sand in a pot on my stove, added some pepper and used it as a makeshift cover. I covered the pot and I baked the cake for 30 minutes, checking on it every second because my mind was not at rest. Despite my best effort, the cake did end up burning a bit on the bottom. When I finally took the cake out of the pan, it was a bit of a struggle to get it out of the pan, but I managed to get it out the pan, though the cake broke in half, but that's okay. Despite the setbacks, the cake actually turned out to be delicious. It was very sweet and I was really proud of myself for giving it a try. You know, I have to admit I always thought baking was going to be super hard. I mean, people always make it seem so complicated and intimidating. But now that I have actually done it, I realize that it is not as hard as I thought. In fact, if I'm being honest, the only thing that made it seem hard was my own fear. I think if I hadn't been so afraid of failing, my cake